I just begin and get. Hey, I'm not doing it. I just was soulless.
Has anybody heard from Will?
I see him posting on Facebook from time to time. His birthday was the other day.
Oh,
but
I'll have to say happy birthday.
other than that, no.
No. I keep thinking I'm missing his show, but I'm like, I haven't gotten a notification. So.
No.
Yes. And you always say it 100 times before, and this time I say it for real, but his show is dead.
He,
He's not doing live at all.
he's not. I don't think he was ever doing it to grow his channel, though.
No, of course not. Otherwise, he would also be making videos from what I could guess.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, Will's extremely talented video making wise.
yeah,
I think live streams are just kind of for fun.
yeah. Hey James, good to see ya.
Yeah, I don't think live streams was just a hangout, and now we have other hangouts than us.
Yeah. And like I did before, my goal of doing this on Friday was to cancel him.
I don't think it was you that canceled him. I think it was Mel.
I think DJ wants to take the credit, though. You can have it. You destroyed Will, DJ. Good job.
Yeah, well,
I still think it's the. I still think it's the right choice. Choosing between live streaming and Mel. I think he did the right choice.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, yeah.
He seems happier.
Yeah, I get that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, so, but
It'd be nice to see him, though, every once in a while.
yeah. I mean, it would be nice if he actually popped on here and, just chatted with us every couple weeks or whatever. So, yeah.
I don't know why they don't do the Tuesday nights either.
Well,
yeah, that wasn't bad.
Was fun.
Well, those were slowing down anyways because it's more the end of movie season for me.
And there hasn't been anything to talk about. There hasn't been any new movies, so
yeah. So, but
but they could talk. They could talk movie making. I mean, it's when him and Wes were on. It was always interesting to listening to. No?
Yeah, and he has said this before, but he is currently in the middle of making his own software. So, that's great.
I think both. I think both Wes. I know he was moving, and they were working on a new project, and I think Will was working on a movie project too.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
That they finally got together.
Yeah, for the past month, for what I understand, Wes has taken a break because him and his wife finally went on their honeymoon. So
They did that, but first they moved, I know.
yeah,
So
yeah,
he was busy with that, and their latest short that I don't remember the name of, the clown thing, went out to film festivals and stuff. So that was a lot.
yeah.
And then I think they're working on a new project. So
Well,
I can see that he's busy.
yeah, there was and his team never really stopped working on projects. From what he has said in his video, they're getting ready to ramp up on two new projects for the fall. So, yeah,
But Wes did he did a podcast too. He and his pals, his partners.
yeah,
They did a
yeah.
podcast once a week. I haven't seen that either for a while.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think people started a lot of projects during the pandemic because they were bored. And then when life starts to be normal again, it's
yeah. The last podcast they did was actually 1 month ago. It's
1 month ago, yeah.
it's still as it's still as well. It's still there. So yeah, that was the last podcast before his video about where have I been while we're on our honeymoon. So yeah,
Yeah, hopefully he comes back eventually.
yeah, and well, I would just say
I'm
this.
warm. I'm sorry.
You're
Can you
fine.
hear my fan?
Now,
No?
but I will say this, and we all know it no matter what, but they all have fallen out of making YouTube videos altogether.
It's a lot of work,
Yeah,
Oh, it is a lot of work.
depending on what your content is, too. It's a ton of research and so much stuff goes into it. It's hard.
yeah, and that's why I'm trying to transition to include in gaming and more top 10, top 5 videos
Hmm.
because those are more opinion based and gaming is easy to film for
That's why I cut down to one edited video and one live stream each week
yeah,
because you save so much time when you do a live stream instead of an upload.
yeah,
And I love live streaming, so
yeah. Hey, John, sorry I missed that. But yeah, I mean, if you didn't hear what I said when I originally went live, I am coming down to 2 videos a week because the series of videos I'm doing on the Harry Potter timeline is
Hmm.
getting a little dull for me, and So I'm currently only in the 70s with that timeline. I have about 20 to 21 years in the film info to talk about, which that's a lot for me, which I'm not gonna pull out cancel that series, but
Mhm.
all my other series HBO Max, but I wanna take a break from them and try some new content. Keep in my reviews because those are the videos I know people enjoy because I'm talking about shows that you watched as a kid, and maybe some that you watched as well. But
Well, actually, they are a little bit too new to me, most of them. I am even further back, you know. I was a kid in the 50s and early 60s.
yeah, and I am covering these cartoons as well. But what what I would like to do, and I actually have a note here that we pull it up, is I have a British cartoon that I recently saw that the translation might be a little off, but it's called Big Sister Little Brother. So,
What was it called?
Big sister, little brother.
yeah,
Stora syster lillebror.
yeah.
I've never heard of it, but sound
Well, I
interesting.
mean, I don't, ex- I didn't expect that it would because it is a native British cartoon. So,
I'm pretty
Okay,
diverse in cartoons. I deep dive a lot of different animation styles, so I have to look at all different kinds of cartoons.
that's a pretty more modern one. That's 97. I'm looking at it now.
okay, I didn't know, so.
So that's why I haven't heard about it. But from what I can see, it looks like a typical Swedish cartoon.
Yeah, I want to do some intern.
It looks a little bit like the way Rugrats are drawn
Yeah,
in style.
yeah. I thought that too. With now, I watched it and
It's like a mix of Rugrats and what's it called? With the dog that wants to be a pilot, red pilot that sleeps on top of his doghouse.
Maybe,
What?
maybe.
Snoopy.
Snoopy, yeah. It looks like a mix of him and Rugrats.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
The animation.
yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
So DJ, how'd you like being up on Jim's panel last week?
It was great, and I'm glad I actually have both of you here because I do want to say thank you for your help with my link because I know that would have been a little hard for me to do, so thank you both.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
appreciate
No
that.
problem. We're glad to introduce you to Jim.
Yeah,
And I messed up the number all the time, so I don't I don't know. Jim uses
Yeah.
Zoom and yeah.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm not positive, but I don't think he involved Zoom because the million number is one of those randomly generated numbers. Well, as for the word you put in, for me, it's actually kind of like a phone number where it has just the 10 digits. His has like 11, I believe, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't use Zoom enough. I use StreamYard um, when I do panels, but
I
yeah,
use
Jim.
StreamYard too.
Yeah, Jim was really big into the whole Zoom call thing like a year ago when he was doing it. I think he had a dedicated number then, and then I think he started getting trolls really
Yeah.
bad, and then he cut back again. He's got live streams that are completely cut because of all the drama he was getting. But he was dabbling in some weird communities too. Like he was on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube,
Yeah,
some other one, all at the same time. I'm like, you can't do that.
yeah,
There's a bunch of
Yeah, you
different
can.
audiences.
I get
Yeah,
that.
you can. I multi
You
streams.
you can, but that's different audiences that you're like your YouTube audience is going to be different than your Twitch audience.
Yeah, like,
Depends. Well, Twitch is a little specific, and on Twitch you are a nobody anyhow, so that goes out to nobody.
yeah, and
But when I multi-stream my live streams here and on my page for Pixelpia.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So that's the same audience.
yeah, if he was streaming to YouTube and a Facebook page, that I get, but streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and maybe just his general profile on Facebook, I don't see that going anywhere. I mean, I get he's a great guy, but there's some parts where I'm thinking, what is too much? So, yeah.
Oh, it
But
is hot.
one thing
It is
I
hot.
will definitely say is I like being on his pedal, but since it was my first time and I never talked to him before, I could tell how difficult it was for him to understand what I was saying.
Yeah,
And he's
it takes a
rusty.
while. He's rusty, and it takes. We sometimes forget how it was when we first started to talk to you, because we talked about this the other night,
Yeah.
you and I, DJ, that when I first started to talk to you and when I first started watching your videos, it was hard sometimes to understand what you said. One, your speech was not as good as it is today. Your speech has improved.
Yeah.
But two, I have gotten used to it. I have learned to understand. And I mean, we sometimes forget how hard it can be for people that hasn't been around in our groups as much.
Yeah. So, I thought that when I did it, and I would do it again and multiple times after, just to, you know, get him used to my voice, because, like you guys will look here, just that it does take time to get used to what I'm saying, how I form my walls, because my secondary diagnosis is a speech impairment, so that does make it a little harder.
And also, I mean, Jim is very professional when he does this, but I am not. I don't hesitate to ask you if I don't understand. I tell you, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
But he is very gentleman-like, and
Very professional.
yeah,
And we know each other's banter, you know, our personalities, so it's easier for us to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
absolutely.
Jim's rusty. He'll get back into it and you'll see his personality come out more.
Nice. Now, Pia,
And
let
when he
me.
has a panel, it's a lot of fun too. So he needs to do that.
Yeah, but he's not gonna do it on his channel. I don't
No,
Yeah.
it might be a
will all
private
be on
panel.
his. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Pia, did you look into more of that device we also talked about for little sis?
No, but do you know what? I ordered another thing here. Did I ever show you that? Let me go. Did I show you the one we got from Amazon?
You may have, but
Let me show you again. Wait a second. My orders. And when she first tried it, let me. Oh, where do I have that now? Let me see. Let me share the screen here with
okay.
you. Oh, you have disabled
Yeah.
participant screen sharing
I'm
again?
about to change it, so 1 moment. And
What does that mean, Mike? What does that
try it now, Pia.
Okay, 1 second. Let me open it up so you can see.
Mike, if that means what I think it means,
I don't know what that means. Good luck, Mike.
good
Elbow
luck.
grease.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me this. I remember now, sir.
Yeah, because the first time she got in, she had such trouble. She fell over. She couldn't I mean, it was really troublesome. But then we figured out that if we have weights.
Yeah.
We have weights like for water gymnastics.
Yeah, yeah.
If she has those and hold just like dumbbells, she holds them in her hands. Let me close that window now, stop sharing it. If she holds those dumbbells, and now when she actually have started trusting this thing a little bit more, today we were in the pool and she did really, really good with this thing. So it might just be question about time until she really can work it. But she almost close to swam today. The thing is, when she falls over on her face, she hasn't really got to know how to fix it again.
Yeah.
But it worked really well today. So
Nice.
we're gonna give it a little bit more time and see if she will figure it out.
Yeah, when you ask that, like, I was thinking, what? I was thinking, what could I find to help you? Because, I do understand that problem. And, like I said that night, if I'm in the pool, I have someone hold me because I wouldn't be able to hold myself up at all. So,
No, she can't stand up in the pool unless she can. If she really focus and we are close by ready to grab her, she can stand. If she finds her balance, she can stand, and we try to count to inspire her to stand longer just for the practice. But she would never be able to do it by herself. I mean, no way.
yeah.
She is dependent on having someone. But this thing actually, now that she's gotten used to it, and it gives her some mobility. And when she started to realize how, but she needs to have those dumbbells in her hands so she can stretch her arms out and dispose her weight that way so she doesn't fall on her face.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds great. And, I'm glad that worked out for her. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm so glad we looked at some of the other things on that website. And I mean, I didn't know who to ask. And all of a sudden it hit me that maybe you knew something. And I'm glad you shared that website with us.
Yeah,
Who knows
and,
what we need next time?
If if you do ever have a quote about it, feel free to reach out. Hopefully, not honestly, and, just ask me, hey, do you know anything about XYZ? And,
Yeah, I'm
if,
I'm grateful because if you don't know, I'm sure you know someone that knows. But the problem is that every solution when it comes to these handicap aids of different kinds is that every solution has to be so individualized. Two people don't need the same thing. And that's why it's so hard to find things.
yeah, and just let me just this for anyone who might not know, handicap is the literal translation for Swedish for disability. So, is to the correct role, and then people will say, "Oh, he used to." Yeah,
The handicap word.
yeah. I know what wolf is used. It means
But
safety as disability. Gonna be
and have I explained that to you before?
yes,
If we translate it to Swedish,
yes, you
in
did.
Swedish is handikappad.
Yeah,
That's the Swedish word. So
here,
I most of the time
Yeah.
fall into using handicap because that's closest to the Swedish word.
yeah, here. We will actually on here when we originally discussed that. So it's on.
It's the same as I call black people black because that's what we call them in Sweden. I don't use the term African American.
Yeah,
And there is no
get it.
disrespect. It's
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
I
Swedish.
get that. I totally understand.
Sometimes it's a good excuse to be able to say I'm Swedish.
Yeah, but yeah, I just thought I would see if I had an update on that or whatever.
But you're right. I should get used to use the word disability and disabled.
Yeah, well,
But for some reason, the problem is in my Swedish brain, that is, I mean,
I mean,
I mostly think in English, but sometimes I'm very Swinglish. And in my Swinglish brain, disabled
yeah,
sounds so much more down-putting than handicapped. Disabled sounds like you're really putting someone in my Swinglish mind.
yeah, and I understand that. That's all we really need to address. If I understand what you mean, we're good. Okay?
Yeah,
Now,
but it is you. But you're right. It's also important to point it out
yeah,
that
yeah,
I mean here the correct term is disabled and disability,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
don't know.
and correct phrases, person with disability, people with disabilities, whatever. That's the politically correct way to say it, and
Mm-hmm.
we could talk about that all day if we want, but know this, I'm not politically correct in my everyday life, so why would I ask?
Who is?
Yeah,
Who is?
why would I ask someone else to be? So, yeah,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is one of the things that has been the hardest to getting used to here in the US compared to Sweden is political correct. Because we never had that way of thinking in Sweden. And I have been here for almost 20 years and I still can't wrap my mind around being political correct. It's still difficult for me.
yeah, and like I'm saying, it's not a big deal. To me, if you're politically correct, I I could care less about it. Or sorry, I couldn't care less about political correctness. but it is something that I do feel I would have to address if my channel was any bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And that is something that I have to think about. If any of my social media gets bigger, I have to stop being Swinglish or I will get. No,
Yeah,
I would still be Swinglish. I can still be Swinglish, but I mean, I would probably end up in hot water from time to time because I am Swinglish and I'm not political correct.
yeah.
That's just how it is.
I mean, that's how it is every day. So I'm
Yep,
not gonna hold.
that's my life. I am not political correct because I am Swedish. That's how
Yeah,
it is,
I'm
and
not
I
gonna.
I have to be prepared for what can come out of that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold English speaking to follow both using formats that they're used to, unless you're using some tones that aren't appropriate on my channel or anyone else's channel, then you use those posts, you block. I mean,
Hmm.
really, that's
Yeah.
that's how I see it. You could be politically incorrect all you want, but don't use the negative tones like
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, be political correct or be political incorrect, but what's important in is what's behind the words. What's the intention when you say something?
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I don't know about you, Pierre, but I have a list of laws that I have completely blocked
And
on my
mhm.
channel.
Oh, my block list. I think it is so full. I'm gonna check right away. I don't think I can put any more blocked words in there. Let me see. Permissions. No, wait.
But yeah, I'm
Channel.
glad you know what block lists are about.
Oh, I have all. I can still put some more in there. I don't know how many they are, but there are so many.
I mean, I would have to say that they would have to make room because there would be new rules added over the
Oh yeah.
next decade, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Each,
But because the language changes too.
yeah, each,
I mean,
yeah, each generation develops a language more and more every time. So, yeah,
yeah. You, DJ, I actually it was very fun to see you, but I actually have to
yeah, if
prepare
you
her
have
to get
go to
sis in bed very soon. So,
that,
um,
thank you for
are you gonna play the game later or not?
I might actually switch it now. So, if you're on like an hour or whatever, I might see you on there. So,
Okay, we will see. I'm not sure if I will jump on, but I'm working on one of my smaller wizards right now. So,
nice.
uh, Okay, Ghana, always nice to see you.
You
DJ,
too, Pia.
See you
who do
on
we have?
Monday.
Elderberry, Mike, Max
Yeah.
Visions. Always nice. And see you around, guys.
Bye,
Have a good one,
Pia.
Pia.
And now I must remember that window visit I'm closing. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, so, we talked to Pia. So, I have a question for you that I'm
Okay.
dying to know the answer to.
Okay.
Have you watched the new film movie?
No, is it out already? Was it on Netflix?
Yes.
I have not seen it yet, but I do have Netflix, so I can totally do that. I didn't even know it was out.
So, okay, and this is not spoil or anything, but because it's Netflix, and I'm guessing because of how long it is, they
Hmm.
broke it up into two parts. So it's like a 3 hour movie, hour half episode each. So
That's not bad.
yeah,
I can probably start one of them tonight, maybe.
alright. But yeah, I mean, you're my fellow Mindle, so I would ask you about that.
No, I want to watch it though. I just haven't. I didn't even know it was out yet. I heard about it, but
Yeah, it came out
I'm hardly ever on Netflix, so I
2
don't know
weeks
when new releases are.
ago. So
That's not bad.
yeah. But yeah, I just thought I would ask it. And for anyone curious, because I have been live for now 2 weeks in a row. Normally, I would have done a movie night tonight, but I'm working and here's the thing. I don't think I will get any responses to my survey, but I'm gonna go ahead and say movie night on this school is officially canceled. So yeah, because I did put out a survey about it what
Hmm.
was a week or two ago now, and no one responded to that. So
It's hard to get everybody together.
yeah, and if if I was the Frank does one of his alt sleeves, the main guest wanted to have would be on that doing their alt sleeve. If you know who I mean.
Hmm. I have no idea, not the slightest clue.
But yeah, I
Um,
was just trying to, hang out with, you know.
I'm just so busy recently.
I am sorry if you could hear that. I can't wait to get a wall up over here.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
but yeah, I'm definitely considering playing Elder Scrolls on the channel. Now, let me ask you, again, is it possible to have more than one character on that?
don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't played long enough.
Yeah, I did that. I just,
And I usually just have one character, in most of my role playing games. It's just one
yeah, and
that I stick with.
I did that, but the fun of having multiple is, seeing what decisions you did not make and going with them. So,
I just go with the flow. I usually pick a mage, so I use magic and archery. So I have a crossbow or a bow and arrow, and that's kind of my go-to.
and why wouldn't you be into whistle? Because one thing I did not mention, and Neil did here, is one will actually in battle. There are a few mechanics to where you're able to attack your enemy with a weapon. So,
But you guys have turn-based games. I don't like turn-based games. I just like to hack and slash.
okay, well,
I'm an attacker. I can't sit there and wait for my turn to get hit. And puzzles, I hate puzzles.
I mean,
So
you
it's
would,
two downfalls.
you wouldn't be able to wait 3 seconds to hit a opponent.
That's too long. I just want to hit them. I just want to keep hitting them. I don't want to wait. I want to stand on top of a mountain with my crossbow and I just want to, snipe them out from a distance as many
Okay,
times as I
okay.
need to.
I do think I know a game you might be into because it has everything that you like and it has some stuff that I like. Look, you should look up Albion Online. That has
Out beyond.
Albion. If you want me to spell it, let me know. But yeah, it is a game where you could have fast any opponent and there's no home-based systems. There are alliances and it's a make your own journey kind of game.
I don't know about this. I'm
Well,
looking at it right now.
did you find?
It looks cool. I
Okay,
don't have enough time to play games. I kind of just stick with what I'm used to. And Elder Scrolls one of those games that I've played for many hours in the past. and
I,
I've only recently gotten back into gaming. So
I mean, I get that. Like I I originally played with a 101 in '09. Didn't get into it. Didn't make it past like level 5 for experience. Got back into it in 2018. Got stuck on a level and quit. Now I'm picking it back up in 2021 and I'm already one box down from the three box storyline because the main thing I do like about Whistle is that there's not just one big boss and you have to walk your way through hundreds of hours. There's three bosses currently that will get on number 4 and you know you could eventually you could PvP, you could do whatever and you'll just having fun with friends. So, yeah. But if you do wanna see how it played from beginning to end, check out Gaming with DJ. South Summer.
just a little plug in there. I like that's the other thing I like about the Elder Scroll games is all the backstory to it. Um, I'm really into all the mythology and the lore of the Elder Scroll world.
Now,
So
now
that's another thing that
what
draws
I
me in.
do like about Elder Scrolls, and I haven't played it yet, but I enjoy a good open world.
Oh, me too.
So if it's not a straight narrative game, I'm all into that. So I'm able to farm my level or progress in the game. I don't have to follow a narrative storyline. So that's what I like about Elder Scrolls and also about Whistle 101 because that is also an open world game. It's only the combat that is home based. So,
Don't like turn based. Have you ever played any of the Elder Scroll games before? Like Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim?
no, and honestly, I've been okay. This might sound cheesy for me, but the only time I have heard about a Elder Scrolls game
Hmm.
is when I used to watch a channel called AV fight, and they did a musical about Game of Thrones ended. They
Hmm.
threw in a mention about Skyrim. So yeah,
Well, it's really fun. If you get a chance to and you feel up to it, I recommend Skyrim or Oblivion. They're both really good. Or just wait for the newest one to come out whenever that is, because that's what I'm looking forward to. They're
yeah,
really good. It's like really good
yeah.
story and giant worlds.
I'm not gonna wait for Elder Scrolls 6, and
I am.
don't know if you hold, but they some people actually think there was a hint about the location for that in another game.